Yo, good evening, man. What's going on, my friends? How you guys doing today, man? It has been an interesting week. Back to work here, man. Sorry about postponing yesterday's stream to today, but hopefully you all will enjoy it nonetheless. I started a little bit early. I'm giving Streamlabs a couple of minutes here to kind of run with FS2020, make sure we're not having any dropped frames or any issues. So that's why we're a little bit early. I will monitor it here for a couple more seconds and then we'll go ahead and get started. In the meantime, let me catch up to the chat here. Mick Knight, hello and good evening. Happy New Year. Dave, my friend, as usual, how are you doing? Happy New Year. Andy Baez, Happy New Year. Welcome, welcome. Johnny, what's going on? Stalker Actual Gaming, good to see you, my friend. Dave says, in accordance with the channel guidelines, Stalker Actual Gaming is now in the chat. For the sake of your sanity, guard your Doritos Ranch with your life. I concur, Dave. Lucas, how you doing? Welcome. Long time no see, or are you new here? I'm sorry, man. The subscriber count and alerts has been jacked up recently, so apologies for not recognizing some of you that are new to the channel. Nonetheless, welcome. Good evening. FlightSim69, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. 69 says, man, crazy stuff has been happening in DC right now. Yeah, you know what, man? For the purposes of this channel, we definitely try to stay away from politics and some of that crazy stuff, but I do want to at least address and say, you know, any of you that are in the DC area, hope you guys are staying safe. It's definitely a crazy time we're living in, and today has proved that more than usual here over the last year or so. It's pretty sick, but I'll leave it at that. Let's just enjoy some flight sim fun tonight, and I hope you guys are all safe. So it looks like we're good. I don't see any dropped frames. Let me know if you guys see anything on your side. Short flight today. We're going to be doing oh wait, no, it does look laggy. Uh-oh. Let me know, guys. I'm keeping an eye on it. It does look laggy a little bit though on my side. Short flight today. We are going to go from not Norfolk, White Plains, New York, down to Norfolk, Virginia. We're in the Citation CJ4 working title mod. For those of you not familiar with the East Coast or the New York area, White Plains Airport is located just northwest of the New York City area, home to a lot of regional traffic, jet traffic, private jet traffic, turboprops, you name it. Big hub, not a big hub, but a decent hub for JetBlue as well. You'll catch a lot of traffic going there. And then, like I said, we're going down to Norfolk. I think we've showcased Vertical Sims Norfolk before, only once before, so we're gonna go take a look at it again. Fortunately, White Plains is not handcrafted or anything like that. In fact, I think the taxiway signs are probably even all wrong, if I'm not mistaken. So we've got our trusty Navigraph charts to help us navigate through here. It looks like White Plains Tower is interestingly on, which is very rare, especially this time of night, so we'll contact him in a bit. But that's the plan for today, my friends. Welcome again. I apologize for delaying yesterday. It's been a crazy start to the work week, man. We anticipated it, but once it hits you, man, it hits you. So we're back today. Good to see you. Chief, man, what's going on? Good to see you, bud. All right, without further ado, it looks like I've given the stream enough time to get settled. It looks like we don't have any drop frames for now. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. We'll connect up here to VATSIM. Let's hop into the working title mod CJ4 cockpit. Let's go ahead and first off get battery power. Let's get avionics, and now that the aircraft is under power, we're going to make sure we let the ground crew know by turning on our nav light. We can leave logo for now, that looks fine. I've already done the fueling and the payload, so we're good to go on that front. Just about doing the flight plan now. Chief says, be right back, Coolio. White Plains is on for real. Johnny, man, that's what I said. He must have known I was doing a flight or something today. Actually, the entire New York airspace is online right now. So we've got tower We've got departure and we've got New York Center. Very, very rare, especially this time of night during the middle of the week here, but we'll take it, man. We'll take it. I have the same graphics card as Micslmn. Cool, man. Just realized. Cool. Captain Geo, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you tonight. Good to see you. Let's go here and get some things going. Position in it. We're here at White Plains. Let's get that in there. Let's go to flight plan. We can go to mod, IDX, next, route menu, and we can recall the flight plan from SimBrief. Geo, good to see you, my man. Yo, I made Chief and Geo mods 2 streams ago. I don't know why you guys aren't getting the blue wrench, man. I gotta look into that. I'm telling you, man, Streamlabs and YouTube is out to get me, but hopefully we're still staying up here, guys. Again, very important. Please let me know if I'm dropping frames again, and we'll try to adjust some things here accordingly. Once we get airborne, I'll tell you, what the issue was. It was the same issue while we were dropping frames a couple weeks ago, but I'll kind of explain what happened there and what I've done to rectify it. That looks like my flight plan. We'll go ahead and execute that. Next up, we'll go to performance in it. We're taking 3 passengers today and only about 200 pounds of baggage for the cargo. That looks good. That looks good. We want to make sure we've got our altimeter settings looking correct. 2999er, and I have been impressed with FS2020. Again, I've been out of here for a while, falling in love with Xplane all over again, but it looks like weather has been spot on, man. 2999er is exactly the altimeter, so whatever Microsoft and his hobo are doing, I hope they continue that to address the weather accuracies. What do I want here? I want this format to be that. Sorry about that, I was about to sneeze. That looks good on that side. Let's get the lower menu to actually, no, I want plan, because we're going to step through the flight plan in a minute. We'll get that there. We'll get terrain on that side, and we'll get weather radar on that side. That looks good. We'll continue the setup here on the takeoffs. Looks like winds are 320 at 13. And the outside air temperature is 0. 2999er, that checks. We'll go over to the next. Anti-ice, we're below 10C, but I don't see visible moisture or anything like that, so we won't have any icing to worry about, at least not initially on departure. I like those V speeds. We're within limits of this aircraft's performance. I'm going to go ahead and send that. And that should come up in magenta on our left side there. That looks good. I'll take it. Next up is the departure out of White Plains. Will be the White Plains 7 departure out of runway 34. And it's vectors to white. The arrival into Norfolk today based on winds. We'll take the ILS 05 and no star. It'll be vectors for the approach there. That being said, let's see what we have here. In terms of our routing and flight plan, we will go to mod advanced and we will go to next waypoint. Departing out of 34, left turn, vectors to white, continuing southbound to Norfolk. That looks good, my friends. That being said, next thing we can do here is set up the box. Let's go to the White Plains 7 departure. White Plains 7 looks like we're going to be departing out of 34. So that calls for a heading of 343, which is essentially runway heading to 1,000 feet. Then we'll make a left turn heading 295. Making sure we're maintaining 3,000. White Plains is a very, very interesting airport to depart out of. the entire New York space is interesting just by the sheer means of traffic towards the local international airports, all within close proximity of one another. So when you're departing from these satellite airports, it is critically important that you abide by these SID and STAR restrictions to not wreak havoc across the airspace and piss off ATC. So that being said, that's the routing for today. That's our SID. This is our taxi map. We're going to be coming out of the ramp here to 3-4. We'll call up ATC in a moment. But other than that, my friends, let's get this show on the road. Let's set up the box here. We said the initial climb. Look, I forgot already. It was 3,000, I believe, right? 3,000. Let's get that up here. We'll get flight directors on. What else do we want? We'll go heading mode on the initial climb first. Like I said, 334 on the climb. And then let's dial in some speed here initially. We'll go to about 220 on the climb out. So unlike your typical airliner, we'll definitely we'll start the engines first, and then we'll call for clearance. We'll at least start one of them first. So we'll start engine 2 first. Let's get beacon. Let's make sure we're clear around the aircraft. That looks good. And let us fire up engine number 2. We'll go ahead and run that. And while that's going, let me catch up to the chat here. Geo, yes, I said what's up. Lucas says yeah, weather has been solid for real, Mike. Yeah, that is cool, man. I definitely realized that. I like it. Geo says I had the same issue with Mama Shark. What was that, Mike? Could you go into setting mod lists, remove our names and add them again? Yeah, let me look at that. Once we get airborne, I'm gonna go look at that. That's what you're saying, you have the same issue with Mama Shark. I'll go take a look at that. I definitely added you guys twice. What else? Dave says adhere to them. ATC job is pissing off pilots, so you don't want to be. Dave, you're funny, man. That's engine 2 coming up, and let's tune up our friends at White Plains Tower 1857. 18575. These working title guys have done some wizardry with this aircraft, man. Even the sounds now are exceptional. Not sure how well you guys can hear them, but they are blowing my mind right now. It's phenomenal what they've been able to do with this aircraft. White Plains Tower, good evening. Citation 23 Romeo Foxtrot, Ross Aviation. With Foxtrot, looking for IFR down to Norfolk is filed, please, this evening. Is he sleeping? John, what's going on, man? Well, given the years past, I still continue. My sense of humor is the only thing that get me through. I hear you, man. I hear you, Dave. We love your sense of humor. You got the sniffles for me inviting you over. You hear me, right? I don't know what's going on. It just came on out of nowhere. I was trying to sneeze, but didn't happen. White Plains Tower, radio check.
Aircraft on Westchester Tower, 5x5.
Westchester Tower, November 23 Romeo Foxtrot, Ross Aviation with Foxtrot, IFR to Norfolk as filed, please. Good evening.
23 Romeo Foxtrot, Westchester Tower, good evening. Cleared to the Norfolk Airport via Westchester 7 departure. Radar vector is white, then as filed. Maintain 3000. Expect flight level 280, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.4, squawk 1104.
Citation 23 Romeo Foxtrot is cleared to Norfolk via the Westchester 7 departure, radar vectors to white, then is foul. Maintain 3000, expect 28010 after. Departure is on 241204, squawk 1104.
Number 23 Romeo Foxtrot, read back, correct. Call for taxi, holding, correction, call for taxi, expect runway 34 for departure.
Call for taxi, expect 3423 Romeo Fox. Alright, that's our clearance, my friends. Johnny, man, I'm not sick, man, trust me. I don't know what's going on. It's just a little sniffle right now. Went fine, Dash Shades, Affinity Bird. John, we did enjoy your stream. Matter of fact, man, I know some of you streamed over the last couple of days. Again, work has been crazy heading back here for the new year. You know, I did pop in every now and again and say hello and give you all a like, but I've been watching, man. I've been there, so definitely good to see you guys throwing up content and streams. Engine 1 firing up now that we've got our clearance. Lucas says be right back. We'll see you in a bit, Lucas. Bear with me, guys. I'm just doing some administrative things. All right, that should do it. That should do it. Spur Gaming, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Flaps 15. Let's get the trim set. That looks good. Seatbelt sounds coming on.
May I have your attention, please?
Flight controls.
Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time. Thank you.
MFS2020 is so weird. You see how it's full left when I go full left, but full right is not full right? Rudder looks good though. Let's see what we're indicating on full right. Alright, it looks alright. It might just be a sensitivity thing. Anyway, that looks good, my friends. Fuel and oil pressure looks good after the start. We've got our lights on. Seatbelt signs are on. That looks good. That looks good. Everything is in the green. I am ready to taxi, man. Let's go. Glad to hear everyone. Mrs. Spurs giving our little one a bath, so she's no worries, man. Definitely get it. It's one of those weekday things for sure, man. I'm ready to go, man. You guys ready to go? Let's get taxiing and head to Norfolk. So parking brakes released. Let's get the taxi light on. And Westchester Tower. Citation 23 Romeo Foxtrot, rated taxi 3434 with Foxtrot.
Citation 23 Romeo Foxtrot, runway 34, taxi via Kilo Lima.
Kilo Lima 34, citation 23 Romeo Fox. Alright, that's our taxi clearance. I'm gonna clip that guy, but they never move out of the way in this sim, so we're just gonna roll out, man. Doesn't look like there's an exit dead ahead on Kilo. So I'm just gonna go out of November here, and then we'll join Kilo. Whoa. That was a lag spike. John says his back hurts. What does your back hurt, bro? What are you doing? We're clear over here to the right. I'm taxiing and reading chat. I don't want to hear anything associated with water. Oh, you talk about the fish tank and all that stuff you was draining, man. That's why your back hurts. I hear you. It's been a day. Tried to do FS2020 this morning, wound up scrapping it because of performance issue I'm having with out of the blue. I'm telling you, man, that's why we scrapped the this same stream, this leg that we're doing now. Remember, we were supposed to do it on Sunday and ended up going with the ticking time bomb Zibo that fell out of the sky on final because of performance issues. So like I said, I'm going to talk about that a little bit once we finally get airborne. But it has something to do with NVIDIA's graphics driver. Whatever they did recently, or actually 2 updates ago, has caused that. So I'll talk about that in a minute here. But yeah, I'm with you, Spur. It's been interesting, and that's like one of the things about having or maintaining multiple simulators. You've always got to be up on it, man, because, you know, again, we were away from FS2020 for a couple of weeks, and, you know, I came back and tried to do a stream, and boom. So it's definitely good to test things at least first, because sometimes that's what you're dealt with. Yep, I remember that. Yep, ready for you to fill me in on that. Yes, sir. It's I don't know if you're using NVIDIA, but I think it's something to do with that, so we'll talk about that in a second. John says, I'm yet to do a jet video on MFS. I can't put up a departure, but I'm definitely not doing landings. Did a couple of streams with GA and MFS. Chicken. Listen, man, everyone knows that FS2020 from a dynamic standpoint needs a lot of work, man. If you know, I'm not, listen, man, at the end of the day, as I know a lot of people are hung up on having perfect takeoffs and perfect landings. To a degree, yeah, you want to make sure you're doing that, but we all understand the limitations that this early sim has. I'm not going to let it deter me from streaming it. If we crash, we crash. I mean, it's a gorgeous simulator. It's another option than sitting there and streaming Xplane all day, every day. Definitely needs work, and we'll you know, eventually get some high fidelity aircrafts in the sim. But listen, man, they're trying, at least from a mod standpoint. We've got things like the
Romeo Foxtrot, the wind
CJ4,
3012, runway 34, clear for takeoff.
Tree 4 clear for takeoff, citation 23 Romeo Fox. Anyway, we'll chat once we get airborne. Let's go sterile cockpit and let's rock and roll. Parking brakes released. I need pitot heats. That looks good. Strobe, landing, logo, why not? Let's go.
Attention, please. At this time, please comply with the illuminated seatbelt and no smoking.
I'm clear left and I'm clear right. So remember, left turn 2 tree 9 after 3000. I'm stable. Let's go. Ooh, listen to that bad boy. Well done, working title. Well done. That's rotation already. Let's go. That's positive rate gears coming up. Tap on the brakes there. That's V2 plus 10 flaps coming up. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, yaw damper, flight level change. We can get rid of the taxi lights. It's 1,000 feet, past 1,000 feet, left turn. Now this departure is going to get really busy here, so...
Altitude.
For 23 Romeo Foxtrot, contact departure. Have a good flight.
Departure 23 Romeo Fox. We'll see you. Good night. New York departure. Good evening. Citation 23 Romeo Foxtrot 2.7 for tree. White plane 7 departure. New York departure radio check. What is up with ATC today?
12,000.
Sorry, who was that for?
November 23 Romeo Foxtrot, how do you read?
Oh, we read you now.
Sorry about that. November 23 Romeo Foxtrot, turn left heading 210, climb maintain 12, 12,000.
Left 210, 12, 12,000, 23 Romeo Fox. All right, that's 12,000. Left turn 210. Again, this you can get really busy with this aircraft and this departure. Above the clouds now, looks gorgeous up here. I'll give it to the autopilot. Let's do vertical speed. Alright, that's our departure so far.
November 23 Romeo Fox, proceed direct white, climb maintain 17,000.
Direct white 17,000, 23 Romeo Fox. And we need to go direct white. There we go. Let's go to lower menu and let's put in the, no, I need upper menu. Let's put in the FMS text. That will give us some indication about our routing and stuff right now. So we're direct white, 60 from white, 16 minutes approximately. So that looks good. Let me, we're losing some airspeed here. Let me work on that. And we need to head this to nav mode. All right, let me catch up to the chat here. Wow, I missed a lot. I missed a ton, actually. Damn, you guys been busy. My backer, glad to see you got yours sorted. Yep, yeah, my performance has been absolutely tank. Was fine last time I played. Yep, I'll talk about that in a second. Aquarium, emptying, cleaning, and refilling. John's running an aquarium over there. Lucas says, got a question. Why can't I turn post notifications to all? Not sure what you're referring to, Lucas. Post notifications where? Are you talking about the YouTube channel? Spurs says, yeah, I remember that. Yep, ready for you to fill me in on that. Oh, I talked about that already. I'm keeping telling you, update drivers just because a new one. That's exactly what it was, Dave, the drivers. John says, I have the latest NVIDIA drivers, but no issues. Think you missed the part about embarrassing daily. Have updated drivers. Drivers, did you tweak your Aerosoft? Sure did. Bombasa, what's going on, man? Good to see you, my friend. Dave says, be right back. Lucas says, K, Mark, are you streaming MFS2020 tomorrow? No, I won't be back tomorrow with the stream. Damn, we are busting some airspeed here. No, I will not be back tomorrow. Damn, what's tomorrow? Thursday already? I'm telling you, this week. Not tomorrow. If it's tomorrow, it's going to be late at night. And not Friday. We've got some things planned for Friday. Flight sim things, actually. I think you guys are going to enjoy that. Some flight sim things planned to work on Friday, and we'll let you know about that. So if not tomorrow late night, definitely Saturday morning. Yeah, why can't I turn post notifications to all? I'm not sure, Lucas. If you hit the bell, it should say all. Not sure. Mrs. Spur, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. We're good. All right, so FS2020. So, and Spur, you may want to try this out as well. And this happened to me before. I updated the graphics driver. I guess it was a graphics driver update in preparation for what was that, Cyberpunk, and it caused me to drop frames when I was streaming with StreamLabs and flying FS2020. So I reverted back to, that's 10,000. We can get the safety lights off and the landing and logo lights off. I reverted back to the driver update from 2 driver updates ago, and that fixed it, right? A couple weeks after that, we updated our graphics driver again, but I hadn't flown FS2020 since that graphics driver update. We've been in Xplane for the last couple of weeks, and it wasn't until Sunday when we were getting ready to stream this very same flight we realized there was an issue. So like I said, like I promised, we were going to look into it, and we did. I was up till almost midnight Sunday going into Monday morning trying to figure it out. Sure enough, it was the graphics driver again. So I reverted back 2 graphics drivers to the early December graphics driver. I think it's December 2nd or December 9th, and voila, it works. So whatever NVIDIA is putting in the recent graphics driver update, it's telling FS2020 to, you know, absorb all of the GPU power that's available, and it's not leaving any for Streamlabs. So Spur, I don't know if that's the issue you were seeing, if you were having performance issues before you turn the stream on, or if you're just having general performance issues. But I think reverting back to the early December graphics driver update will do it. John says he's not having issues, so
November 23 Romeo
not sure,
Foxtrot, leaving my airspace. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good rest of your flight.
Unicom for us. Thank you. 23 Romeo Foxtrot. Good night. So again, those of you that use Streamlabs and FS2020, if you're running the latest graphics driver and it works, you know, definitely let me know. But I haven't had luck. I've been reverting to the older graphics driver update. John, we'll see you, man. Have a good night. Guys, definitely I want to take a second here to kind of shout out the new mods to the channel, Mr. Chief Sim Pilot and Captain Geo. It has been a pleasure getting to know you guys over the last couple of, gosh, it feels like months now, probably about a month and a half. And you guys are always here, always participating in the chat, always providing your, you know, level of expertise as it relates to simming, especially as it relates to Xplane and me getting back into it and helping me get that stuff straightened, and then just your overall you know, support, and just you guys being, you know, general really good people, generally really good people. Definitely wanted to welcome you guys to the mod family, as it relates to here being on the channel. Hopefully we'll get to meet each other here in June at Flight Sim Con, depending on the Rona situation and everything else going on in this crazy world. But when we do, man, I'm looking forward to it. You guys are really, really good people. All of you are great people, man, for sure. Definitely has been a pleasure getting to know each and every one of you. I definitely want to welcome Chief and Captain Geo to the mod family. Josie, I didn't see you join. Chief says Chief is stacking them wrenches. Chief's a good guy, man. It's not for no reason, man. It's, you know, when you think about, you know, adding someone as a mod to your channel, right? It goes beyond, you know, them just being here. It's really also about, you know, them looking and considering your stream and your channel and your content's best interests at heart. And it's clear that, you know, all of you are for sure, but it's clear that Chief and Geo definitely exhibits that. So again, welcome. We're only going to 280 today, so let me dial that in. And I need to make up some airspeed or we're going to drop out of the sky as we continue to climb higher here. So let me decrease that rate of climb. And we'll get some outside view here shortly. I know we generally like to be outside, but with the CJ4 we have no auto throttle. And it just being FS2020 to begin with, we want to always make sure we're monitoring these crazy aircraft. So he's definitely one of the best for sure. Chief says, do I need to make Xplane output FMS plans folder manually so I can add the default FMC to 737-800 when exported? I don't think so. The only custom folder I had to add for FMC and AirArc purposes was for the ERJ for the 145 from Xcrafts. Other than that, everything worked natively. Chief says, thanks y'all, means a lot hanging with kids tonight with my famous iPad. We hear you, man. Again, I do apologize for not, coming on last night. It's not apologize, man. At the end of the day, we don't do this for a living or anything like that, but there is a level of commitment that I feel somewhat to you all, and definitely want to make sure we kind of do what we say at the end of the day. So work just it's been crazy getting back here, and I needed to take some time to get some things done for this morning. So we got ahead of the game and we're here tonight, and it's good to be with you all. So let's go. It's 18,000 standard set and cross-checked. A very peculiar thing with this CJ4, if you get behind on airspeed early, it's going to be a while before you can make that up. You almost have to level off. We're on Unicom right now and the airspace isn't busy, so that's not an issue, but if it's hectic, you definitely want to make sure you're keeping that airspeed up as you're climbing, because it's hard to make up in this CJ4 at higher altitudes. See, we're struggling right now, so that's one thing to pay attention to. Chief said, never sent a flight plan through SimBrief to FMC. I should. Oh, is that what you're asking, Dave? Yeah, if you use SimBrief Downloader, the exact, and I do it this way because it's just much quicker than doing the waypoints one by one. Xplane, it's G. You guys can't see that, huh? Anyway, it's your output G Xplane 11, or depending on your drive, but Xplane 11 output FMS plans. Let me see if I can put that in the chat. Life comes first, definitely, man. Absolutely. Let's get some music going. Short flight, but we can get a little bit of music going. Why not? Well, the thing is, Navigraph can import from SimBrief and export to Xplane FMS format, but not sure where the plane is expecting to import it from. Dave, I just dropped the path. So if you set your FMS downloader path to that path, once you get inside the aircraft, depending on which aircraft, if you hit company route, it'll automatically import the flight plan. That's what you're looking for, I think. The folder doesn't exist by default, so I created it. Oh, that's interesting. It should. Captain Rye, hello. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Good evening or good morning, depending on where you are. What's she doing? This is what I was talking about with FS2020 at high altitudes. It's I know for performance sake they can't draw everything in, but ortho sure does look better from a higher altitude. Definitely have noticed that since I've been back in Xplane, but hey, we'll take it. Alex, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat. Oh my gosh, Captain Rye, hi. I take it you guys know each other. Appreciate you all tuning in this evening. Quick short flight. We are going to Norfolk, Virginia, out of White Plains in FS2020. We're getting our kids ready for bed so they can start with the excuses early, right? Chief says yes, Dave. Then it puts it back as KCLE to KBWI, for example. Type that in the company route and it shows. Yep. Captain Rye, you just gained a new sub. Captain Rye, thank you. Welcome. This is ridiculous. I don't understand what's going on with Streamlabs alerts. I actually sent them an email today. I opened up a ticket and sent an email because I've gotten like 4 new subscribers during the last couple of streams, and I don't realize or find out until after the stream is concluded. I have no idea why the Streamlabs alerts isn't working. Nevertheless, everyone, welcome Captain Rye to the channel. Thank you for your subscription, my friend. Welcome. Alex Pitt says, yeah, I was watching him like 2 hours ago. Captain Rye, you stream as well? Cool, cool. We'll definitely have to check out your channel, check out your content. Chief says, mine is broken too, bro, for real. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. It might be like an outage or something. But we definitely are not getting those alerts. Dave says, well, my path is Xplane. Oh, you've got Xplane 11 through Steam. That may be a little bit different, but it's for the most part at its core it should be the same. Spurs says same here. I've yet to get a notification during stream. Yeah, it's Streamlabs needs to figure that out for sure. Dave says he had to create the FMS plans folder. Gotcha, Dave. Chief says XPs. Oh, XPs that didn't appear either. Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't know what's going on. Streamlabs needs to get it together. In any event, man, we do appreciate your subscription and welcome to the channel again. 280 is the top altitude today. Now, we're not going very far, like I mentioned. In fact, it looks like we're already 34 minutes out from Norfolk. There's no standard arrival procedure today, so we will need to kind of eyeball and do some back of the napkin math here to get us down in time for the approach. It'll be a downwind, left downwind for 05 ILS. Anyway, everything inside looking good. Dave, you picked up Xplane? Yeah, Stalker. I think he picked it up. Again, I've been in and out of you all streams, man. It's been a crazy busy work week, but I have caught some of you all stream, or I've been rewatching you all stream. So I'm there, man. I'm just in the background. But yeah, I think he mentioned it on Chief stream the other day. He picked it up. Dave is an Xplane man now. Captain Ross says, yeah, mostly IF, but finally have a PC and learning the basics of MFS2020. Well, Captain Rye, welcome, man. We've also got a Discord. If you've got any questions or points of clarification needed, definitely join our Discord. We'll be happy to help you out there off stream. Got some good people in the Discord as well. Pose your question there. Dave says, I had a heathen moment at Stalker. It was 50% off. I've not tried Xplane since Xplane 9, so thought it'd be thought I'd see what changed, and of course forgot everything I knew. Yeah, man, I wasn't in Xplane for like 3-4 months, and it felt like it was starting over from scratch again. It takes a while to get it back, but you will not regret it, Dave. Xplane is a solid core simulator. Mrs. Spur said, did you get any rest? Is for me, Mrs. Spur? You're talking about? I did, for the most part. Again, it was a late night, early morning, but we made it through the day. We're rounding out the week here. We're halfway through. Thursday tomorrow, then Friday. I got a lot done last night, so I was happy about that. No, I'm not an Xplane man now. FS20 is still my daily driver. Alright, you're a part Xplane man now. Peer pressure is real, huh, Dave? It sure is, man. I'm telling you, I didn't get back to Xplane until I started watching, you know, Chief streams, Geo stream, and Stalker stream. And then I found myself picking up the 145. I'm flying the Zibo. I'm flying the Max. Peer pressure is real. Yes, you. Yeah, we got some rest, Mrs. Spur. Thank you. We got some rest. All right, what are we looking at? 197 out. DC Center, I don't think is online. Atomic Approach is on. Not sure if they control Norfolk. But I'm sure we'll get a contact me from like 18,000 or something if they are controlling Norfolk. I don't think so. Rest is surely important. Dave says it also lacks an Airbus, which really turns me off. What lacks an Airbus? I know you're not talking about Xplane. Stalker says, not the back of the napkin. Johnny, sometimes you need to, man. You gotta eyeball it. Do some back of the napkin. You know, factor in your altitude, distance to go, and ground speed. That's back of the napkin. Plus, I want to pay $100, which ain't never gonna. Oh, Dave, you're talking about natively out of the box. Yeah. I mean, if we're being honest, you wouldn't want to fly one of those anyway. That's a good point, Dave. I never thought about that. You know, you being an Xplane man, I mean an Airbus man like myself, if you're not willing to fork out $100+, you really don't have an Airbus option in Xplane. What's the JAR running for? Although I wouldn't recommend that one. I flew that a long time ago. But what's the JAR A320 running for these days? Kind of bump up our speed a bit here. We got the FADEC doing all the work, so I'm not worried about the engines at all. I do plan on being back in FS2020 more. I am loving Xplane, don't get me wrong. I'm loving being back in Xplane, but I've kind of missed some of the beauty about FS2020. So we'll be back, if not late tomorrow night, Saturday morning. Like I said, we'll do a stream and we'll fly the fly-by-wire A320 mod. It's been several weeks since I've been in it, and I know it has a whole lot of improvements since I've last flown it. I'm also going to pick up Fly Tampa Vegas. So I think what we'll do is Burbank to Vegas and Vegas back to Burbank on Saturday to check it out. So that'll be the plan, and then we'll get back to Xplane eventually for sure. Gotta keep mixing it up. Mrs. Spur, be right back. Time for those people to get to bed. You get them, Mrs. Spur. Dave says, let's be honest, even I know as an Xplane owner, if you're taking the bus, it's Toliss or go home. I didn't want to say it, man. You said it, but yes, sir. Chief says they're giving away jars like Cleveland Browns tickets 3 years ago. I figured, Chief. It's been a while. I figured, because I haven't heard anything about the jar Airbuses in a long time. So I figured. Stalker says, nah, you'll be on the final and they'll contact you. You're talking about Potomac Approach, Johnny? Yeah. We ain't worried about them tonight, man. We're gonna do our thing. I love these little regional jets, man. I should say biz jets. They're fun to fly, and shout out to Working Title, man, for you know, making it flyable. Because let's be honest, the default is as a headache. This has its moments as well, because there are some limitations to the fly-by-wire. I'm sorry, the Working Title mod. But for the most part, it is a gorgeous, stable aircraft. Does Aerosoft make the PIC series of buses for Xplane, or is that just FSXP 3D? Aerosoft is only FSXP 3D, Dave. How does this music make me move? Like, seriously. Get up and move then, Chief. Get up and move. Man, it's been a long day. I don't know if I got moving in me, but you know, definitely something to keep the tempo up. The next thing we want to take up again is the Longitude. I like that aircraft as well, and that's been modded, not as heavily as the CJ4, but they've been doing some work to that as well. So we're going to start down right at about Mago, which is in about 59 nautical miles, roughly 8 to 10 minutes, and we'll start down into Norfolk. Does Aerosoft... Oh, we read that already. CJ4 is such a fun little plane. It is, man. It is. That's part of like what I was really looking forward to, and still continue to look forward to in this sim is you know, giving some variation away from the airliners. The airliners, you know, are always my go-to, always the core of my simulation experience, as well as for many of you. But it's nice to just get in these regional jets, these turboprops, and just go, man, just go. It's really fun. And we've got a lot of different sceneries and freeware airports that allows you to do that. Oh, Chief Sim Pilot, music makes me move too. Just dance back to my PC. Dave says, oh well, no bus for me. I live on disability pension, and buying the Tolls A320 is out of the questions. Like, I like eating too much. Listen, man, everyone has their budget, if you will, as it relates to how much they're gonna put towards a hobby. No problem with that, Dave. And that's kind of like, you know, what we were talking about the other day as it relates to having as much developers as possible come into this new platform, because it does give folks, you know, consumers like us some variation as well as some options as it relates to pricing and fidelities of aircrafts to choose from. At the end of the day, the more folks you have in the game from a developer standpoint, it creates competition, and competition is good for us as consumers. So bring Aerosoft, bring PMDG, bring Toliss, bring FSLABS, bring them all, man. If you've got 6 Airbuses to choose from, that's the more the merrier. Well, I'm glad to get my cheapo C17. Dave, well, we might be paying a gift forward. Thanks for the info. That's a good one there, Chief. That's a good one there. Stalker says, move to this bed. What time is it there? I know it's late for you guys, man. It's going on, it's 6:45 here. So what is that? 9:45 for the Stalker and the Spurs. No, 9:45. No, 9:45. And 9:45 for you all on the East Coast. We do need to do some things here. 109.10 is the ILS frequency, so let's go to tune. .10, and we'll back it up in nav 2 as well. That looks good. And decision height 200 feet. Norfolk is looking tree 0 at 5. Winds out of the north at 5 knots, so I'll take it. Outside air temperature is 6 degrees Celsius, clear skies. Altimeter is 3017. We don't need anti-ice, so we can send that off. Our VAP and VREFs are in now, completed. That looks good. And if we take a look at our refs menu, you'll see our VREF and VAP speeds are there. Next up, we want to get the barrel ref set, and that will be 200 feet for us. So that'll come up. That's another thing they've added in addition to is some, work to the primary flight displays and MFDs as well. You've got the minimum 200 barrel set there. That looks good. Some rework in terms of the flight directors and the guidance. We've already talked about the ability to step through waypoints. We showed you the ability to modify waypoints. So that's pretty cool as well when we went direct to white on that departure out of White Plains. If you were here at the beginning, we recalled our flight plan directly from SimBrief by just hitting flight plan recall. Makes it so much easier than doing it waypoint by waypoint. A couple of other things as well. The sounds are improved, as you could hear or as you heard. So it's nice, man. It's a nice aircraft. Catch up with the chat. The Warden is here. Good evening. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Mrs. Spur, no time for that today. Did your boss keep you busy today? The Warden and Dave McKee, we are currently in the daily bedtime battle. Everyone's in the bedtime battle tonight. It's one of those nights, huh? Chief says, killing it tonight, Mike and chat. Awesome being aboard as always, man. We love to have you guys aboard. It is, it's a pleasure, man. It's fun. It's fun. You guys have really, turned this into more than just streaming, flight sim. It's great to have these conversations with you all, and great to have you guys aboard. For real, for real. I'm gonna get ready to start down here. Again, no we're on Unicom, no ATC, it looks like. VATSIM's hot tonight. The East Coast is hot, just nothing going into Norfolk. So I will continue on Unicom for the descent. Those of you that are here that subscribed earlier again, or have subscribed since, thank you. Welcome to the channel. Streamlabs is acting funky with the alerts over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully they figure it out, but I do want to at least say thank you, and again, welcome to the channel. Good to have you aboard. All right, let's start down. We're gonna step down for this again. There's no true star right now for this arrival, so let's initially go 10,000. Let's go vertical speed, and we need to pull the throttles back just a bit. No auto throttle in here. All right, that looks good. Mr. Spur, that's right. You are going to be working on the radios on VATSIM, right? Helping Mr. Spur out. That is pretty cool. You learned what Unicom was the other day. That is awesome. No one's perfected the transition, says Chief. They always awake. Dave says, dang, China Airlines announced the retirement of the last 747, and it was a 747-400. That's sad. It's the times we're living in, man, unfortunately. And she learned what a star was. She learned the standard arrival procedure. That is awesome. Looking forward to hearing you on the comms, Mrs. Spur. The warden says, Chief, I think I'll have to sit there and hold her until my back officially breaks. That's funny. All right, descent into Norfolk. We never turn the seatbelt signs off, so we'll leave them. Been chilling in the cabin for a bit. That's another thing they've nailed, man. The texture modeling of the cabin is phenomenal. What kind of bewilders me is they didn't do the cabin for the longitude, and the longitude is something we paid extra for. I'd still never got that. But yeah, we're here. Nevertheless, chilling. I am there, lots to learn. Super congrats at the goal at Mrs. Spur and Spur. We are really looking forward to, you know, seeing a stream or even flying and hearing you on the radio, Mrs. Spur. That is cool. In my opinion, we do not have enough females in the flight sim business, if you will, in the flight sim hobby. I love seeing it. All right, man, let's walk back up to the front. See what we got going on. Let's increase that rate a little bit there. She gonna be the Kennedy Steve of VATSIM. Now that would be a sight to see. Truly. For those of you that do not know who Kennedy Steve is, Kennedy Steve was a air traffic controller in the New York TradeCon. I think he retired in 2016, 2017. Very famous for his radio calls and interesting candor with pilots and fellow colleagues. He is a legend indeed. It's funny how so few females are into flight sim, yet there are a ton of captains and FOs that are females. Yeah, it's interesting, Dave, for sure. It's almost like, you know, you can correlate it too to, you know, the folks that are just, it doesn't even have to be broken down into male or female, just folks that fly, you know, for a living each and every day. Very few of them, you know, do any kind of aircraft simulation hobby. You know, and I've talked to a few pilots. The perspective is for some of them like, do I really want to come home and simulate what I do every day on a real life basis, right? Some of them, or most of them, definitely need a break from that. Like, we see it as something that's obviously fun and enjoyable, and I'm sure they see it as fun and enjoyable as well, or else they wouldn't be doing it. But there's a level to it at the end of the day where it's work like anything else. So it's like us coming home and simulating our work for fun. It's rare. We wouldn't do that. So from what I understand, that's why a lot of them are not really into the hobby. Gio is back. Welcome back, my friend. All right, so we're direct CCV, and we're gonna take vectors now, actually. So we'll go to heading mode. And let me get this step down to 8,000 for now. Thanks for the wrench. Now Mama Shark really gonna throw some shoes when she finds it. Welcome. Oh, that's right, you missed it, man. You were gone. Again, do want to welcome Geo and Chief Sim Pilot to the mod family, man. Definitely appreciate you guys contributing to the continued success of the channel, and then just the overall environment that you guys bring to the flight sim community. It's truly enjoyable. It's truly been a pleasure getting to know you guys, so welcome again. Alright, we gotta lose some speed a bit here. We're gonna get a little bit more aggressive in the rate of descent, or we're gonna have a long downwind here. You take vectors, I'll take the taco. Did you get your tea at Walgreens? Stop at Gia. What about McDonald's? No. You supposed to get tea and McDonald's, bro, and you didn't bring it? No, LOL. No tea, no Walgreens, nada. Oh man. 318 now, Mike. FYI. Oh man, we started with 315, so 3 people subscribed since we've started the stream. Again, Streamlabs notifications for subscribes is botched. Hopefully they get that figured out soon, but we do want to welcome you guys to the channel, man. Much appreciated. Thanks for the support. Definitely check out the Discord as well. We love continuing the conversations offline. Lots of helpful folks in the Discord, and Discords across all of these guys' channels as well. Definitely want to shout out, these guys aren't just mods and folks looking in here, man. They put up content themselves, so definitely go check them out. You got Stark Actual Gaming, you got Chief Sim Pilot, you've got Captain Geo, and Grant Irebasion was here a little while ago as well. Go check them out. Go give them a like. Go give them a subscribe. I think one of you is up here tomorrow, Chief, right? I think you're streaming tomorrow afternoon. Looking forward to that. All right, we're looking good in this descent here. Captain Shaquille Oatmeal. What's going on, Shaq? Welcome, welcome. Hope everyone's doing well this evening. We're hanging in there, man. Crazy world we're living in. I hope you all are staying safe. Again, like I mentioned earlier, we don't really get into politics or religion or any of that stuff on the channel. But I do want to take a moment and say, you know, if you're in the DC area or just anywhere where it's, you know, unrest, crazy unrest today, please stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. It's crazy times we're living in. And for those of you that just subbed, Captain Shaq is also a content creator. Got good stuff going up as well. So definitely check out his channel in addition to the other folks that we mentioned there, man. Good to see you, Shaq. Chief is at 1:30. Okay, cool. 1:30 PST, so 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 for us. Okay, cool. Dave is on top of it as always, man. We appreciate you, Dave. That's why we appreciate you, my friend. We're getting through 10,000. Get the landing lights on. Oh, we don't need logo. It's light enough out here. But I do need to bring the speed back. We're busting 250. I'll slowly start back here as we make our way into Norfolk. Mr. Spurs says, I respect that. I love that this is a place to escape the crazy world. This is it, man. At the end of the day, you know, we're here to enjoy each other's company and get away from some of these things that we're subjected to in the crazy world for sure. So it's good shooting the breeze with you guys. Shaq says he's watched Olympus Has Fallen. He's okay. Everyone follow Shaq. Chief is streaming at 13:30 tomorrow. Yes, 13:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern, 14:30 Central. Ourselves, we probably won't be back till Saturday. We're going to continue FS2020. We've been in Xplane for a bit. Definitely want to continue to get some more FS2020 content up. It's been a while since I've flown that fly-by-wire A320 mod, so we'll do that. This music helps a lot too. It does, it does. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to kill it here in a second. It's probably the last song. We are approaching the downwind and want to make sure we're focusing for this arrival. In fact, I probably should have made several radio calls by now. Norfolk traffic citation jet 23 Romeo Foxtrot. We're through 6,000 downwind ILS 05 Norfolk traffic. We will get back to the music after we land. Let's get the sounds back up here in the sim and focus on this arrival. We're approaching this downwind leg here. Altitude check, thank you. Let's decrease that rate of descent. Now let's dial in 3,000 now. Actually 2,100 to join final. Okay, is it a long flight? I work till 5, but try to pop in. You're talking about Chiefs? Chief, where are you going tomorrow? I think it's pretty short, right? Yeah, at 1:30 I'll still definitely be working, but you know me, man. I'll be there in the background supporting for sure. We got the altimeters reset there. Gorgeous, gorgeous FS20. What do you guys think, man? So we are, I think that's our airport. So Aerosoft is delayed till Q1. Very vague because we are in Q1 right now. But what do you guys think? What's the over and under on seeing it early Q1 versus, you know, late Q1? Let's get Cali here so we can have some reference. Norfolk traffic base 05, 3.5 now. Norfolk traffic, citation jet 23 Romeo Fox. We don't need those anti-ice anymore. That can stay on.
May I have your attention, please? At this time, please be quiet.
Gorgeous scenery. It sure is. Most of FS2020 is gorgeous like this, Mrs. Spur. Well, somebody better do Friday Night Ops or I go crazy. We're working on something Friday. That's the only reason why we're not doing Friday Night Ops. And it is sim related. It is Simulation World related. We'll share it with you guys in a couple of weeks. So that's why we're not doing Friday Night Ops. But I'm sure these guys here, man, somebody got to be doing Shaq or Chief or XP. I'm sure one of them, or even actually no, Stalker won't be. So Shaq, Chief, XP, one of them will be doing Friday Night Ops, I'm sure. Yep, there we go. Shaq's doing Friday Night Ops. I think this Friday is Dallas, right? I think Hobby and Fort Worth. I think Texas, Hobby, Fort Worth, and Houston. So we got the Lope coming in here. Looking good. Actually need to turn her now. Norfolk traffic citation jet 23 Romeo Foxtrot turning final runway 05. Let's go nav. And this needs to go to nav. We might have overshot the ILS. Let's see if we can get back on it. I think that's our runway in sight. Stable cockpit. I'll chat to you guys on the ground. Uh, 9 mile final. Got a hell of a crosswind up here. Looks like she's getting back on the glide slope and intercepting now. Excellent. There's the glide slope. Let's bring the speed back and let's get flaps 1. Norfolk traffic final, runway 05, citation jet 23 Romeo Foxtrot. Gear down. My aircraft.
Autopilot.
Yaw damper coming off. Let's keep that speed up. I'm fighting a bit of a crosswind here. That really shouldn't be here on final, according to the METAR, but that's FS2020 for you. So what you do when you're fighting a crosswind, you delay your final configuration for a bit and keep that speed up. and obviously fly the aircraft into the wind. There's our final configuration. Let's bring that speed back now. Still a 12 knot cross. 500 checked. We're a bit low. Get back on the glide. Add power. Now she gets squirrely on the rollout, so it's almost like you gotta barely touch the rudder pedals. It always ruins a good landing, but we'll see today. Let's retard that throttle. There we go. Lead off some speed. And we're down. No reverse thrust here, so make sure the spoilers are out. And let's try to center her as best as possible. I'm delaying the brakes again because she is really squirrely. And we've got plenty of runway. There we go, now we can get on the brakes. Cool. Don't know what that was. We don't have a landing rate in this sim, at least that works properly, so, but it felt good. Let's turn off. Norfolk traffic citation 23 Romeo Foxtrot, exit to the right, runway 05, taxi to GA parking, signature parking, 23 Romeo Fox. Alright, flaps coming up. Oh, stay on the center line there. And we can get rid of the pitot heats. And we can get rid of landing. We'll get taxi light on, turn off the strobes. My friends, welcome to Norfolk. Let's see, let me catch up to the chat here. Be right back. Let me get the boss lady she called. I'm taking drive safe, Gio. Taking the 152 down to Spinks for pattern work. I like taking the 152 down. In this sim, Spur, it's cool, man. I love flying GA in this sim. The last one he flew was still smoking on the tarmac. Johnny is still waiting on the insurance claim. That was funny, man. That was a funny stream, bro. HD in the house. Where's HD? HD, what's going on, man? Welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. We got a whole host of content creators in here, guys. Again, those of you that just subbed today, check out these guys as well, man. You will not be, you will not regret it. I almost don't want to name them all because I'm gonna forget somebody, but here I go. Chief Sim Pilot, Stalker Actual Gaming, Captain Shaquille Oatmeal, HD Simulation, Captain Geo, Spur Gaming. Check them all out, guys. They have absolutely changed the game in terms of actually enjoying content. You know, it's not just about flight simming for these guys and for us, man. The community is strong. It's fun. It's enjoyable. I love hanging out with each and every one of them, hanging out in their streams. Go check them out. Go check them out. So we're taxiing to signature GA parking, which is just above here. Very good landing. Thank you. Thank you. Am I delayed in the chat? You guys just saw the landing? That was like a minute ago. LOL, now I know why Lua went nuts. I copied over all the scripts from the folder, the active scripts folder. Yeah, Dave, that's a no-no. Shaq says, very nice. Thank you, sir. Man, anytime we can get a decent landing in this sim, I will take it, because we all know it is not easy. Appreciate you, fan band. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Check out Chief tomorrow. You got Shaq coming on Friday for Friday Night Ops. And we will be back on Saturday morning. More FS2020 ops. Let's make sure we're clear across both runways. That looks good. Thanks for the stream and kind sentiments. Got to go. Chat, love, peace, and respect. My boy. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Take it easy. We'll see you tomorrow on your stream. Don't forget the like button. Yes, don't forget to hit the like button. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for tuning in. Again, once Streamlab OBS figures out their notification issues, man, hopefully it's soon. We'll definitely be able to recognize each of you in real time. But I know a few subbed today. So again, thank you for your subscription to the channel. Where are we parking? Let's go over here. We'll put this bad boy anywhere. This is where I leave you. Parking brakes are set. Let's get that off. Let's get that off. Beacon. That was a great flight. I enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Joined your Discord. Thank you, the Warden. Appreciate that. Yes, guys, don't forget to join the Discord as well. Like I said, man, it's been a blast hanging out with you all today or this evening for this very short flight down. We'll be back Saturday. In the meantime, check out our fellow content creators. We'll be there as well, supporting them, supporting their channels. You guys, again, man, with everything going on, continue to stay safe out there. Love to you and your families. Peace and one love. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you Saturday, man. Micslmn is out.